Hey my officials, welcome back to a whole new video. Welcome if you're new. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Officially Michele Family, and thank you guys so much for subscribing. We are nearly at 5k. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited for this journey. But now that we're speaking about journeys, this is the perfect time, I feel like, to have uploaded a video like this. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that you can do before you actually create a vision board. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. But before we get into the 5 things, I just want to say, for those of you who have never created a vision board, I think that this video would be very, very helpful. I think there's a lot of vision board videos out there. There's a lot of things that you can get and inspiration that you can get from other person's vision boards, whether they decide to share it with you or not, or even just going onto Pinterest and seeing like what a vision board template would look like. And I know sometimes that we see, you know, all of these nice pretty vision boards. Some people do virtual vision boards. Please let me know if you would like me to share with you guys how I did my virtual vision board. And then some people actually like to do physical vision boards where they get this big plaque, they get magazine pictures, or if it is that they want to print out the pictures and they basically glue it onto their vision board. A lot of times people also have vision board parties and stuff like that. And one of the reasons why I think a lot of people are getting into vision boards and it's more out there is because vision boards kind of attach to a little bit of manifestation, with a lot of manifestation. And you know, it's something that's being, I feel like, promoted in our world, which is not a bad thing. I'm not mad about it. Hey, you know, if it is that you want the life that you want to live, you're really gonna have to manifest that for yourself. No one can do it for you but you. And with that, I felt like I wanted to give some tips as to 5 things that you can do before you actually create that vision board. I feel like also when you're creating a vision board, and this is from my personal experience, it's like, okay, where do I really start? So if you're someone that don't write your goals down and you don't have like a New Year's resolution, new me type of thing, then I would definitely think that this video is for you and you should continue to watch. And if you are someone that write your goals down but you have never really done a vision board, but it's something that you are interested in doing, I definitely would recommend to my subscribers, or if you're not my subscriber or you're going to be a subscriber, I'll definitely recommend that you try to do a vision board. But there are certain things that you must do, in my opinion, before you even go out to do the vision board. I personally feel like the vision board aspect of it, putting the pictures together, finding the pictures, I feel like that's the easy part, and that's the part that we can all do. But there is a process that goes into, if you want your vision board to be manifested the way that you want it to be, I personally just feel like there is things that you need to do before you even get to that stage of making everything look pretty. It's not really about the outer part of things. Sometimes in life it's really about you as an individual. One of the things that I also need to mention here in the video is there's a lot of videos that come out at the beginning of January. Again, we do it because, listen, it's a new year, new me, or new year continuation of me kind of, you know, thing. For me personally, my new year really starts on my next birthday, but with that, my vision board, I didn't do a vision board on my 33rd birthday, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually do a vision board in the new year. Your vision board does not always have to be at the beginning or in January. Your vision board can start from February. You can do your vision board, and you can have your goals. Your goals don't have to be January to January. It could be February to February, March to March, or however it is that you would like to do your goals, because it's really your goals, things that you want to achieve. I definitely think that you can do that at any point in your life. There are some people who start their new year at the middle of the year. There are some people who say, okay, in the 2nd quarter of the year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do these things, these are what I'm going to set towards for the rest of the year. So be mindful that you don't feel rushed to do a vision board. Really just take your time in collating the things that you know you want to, the goals that you know you want to achieve in your life, and how you want your life to go. All right, guys, so now we're gonna get into the 5 things that I think you should do before you actually create a vision board, and to really create a vision board that really works for you. Because again, you want to create a vision board that's gonna suit your lifestyle, the things that you can truly accomplish, and you also want to be real about you when you're creating your vision board as well. I'm not saying to don't aspire for the things that you want in life, but remember, everything in life takes time, and sometimes we need to get over certain hurdles or get over certain things or even achieve certain goals for us to reach the other goals. So just kind of keep that in mind when you are creating your vision board, or just try and keep that in mind in general in life, because sometimes we see a lot of things that other people have, but we need to be cognizant of the fact that they probably had goals that did not get them to where they were initially, and then of course with continuation of being goal oriented and attaining the things that they want, they got to reach that higher goal. So with that, I'm gonna jump into the first thing that I think you should do when you're creating a vision board. And one of the things that I would recommend is for you to just sit down and reflect on your previous year. Especially if it is that we're in a new year, so I'm gonna say previous year, but even if you are creating your vision board later down in the year, kind of reflect on your previous year and the year that you're currently in. This is for people who are gonna decide, listen, on my birthday in October, that's when I'm gonna create my vision board. Again, like I said, for me, realistically, my new year starts on my birthday, simply because I just feel like it's a new year for me, a level up in life, an age up in life, and so that's why for me my new year really starts on my birthday. And so with self-reflection, that will actually help you to get a better understanding of what you need to work on going forward. So that's the first thing I would recommend, is to ensure that you take a little me time, you take a little alone time to just do some self-reflecting, look at the good, look at the bad, and use that as your base to get a better understanding of, okay, this is probably this is an area in my life that I really need to work on. This is the area in my life that's not working, and so I need to do some work on it. And that can help you, and that will also help you when you are looking to create your vision board, to probably add that to your vision board. So the next thing I would recommend before you actually go out and create a vision board is to ask yourself the question, what direction do I want my life to go? Like, what direction am I trying to take my life? Do I want to be an entrepreneur at the end of the day? Do I just want to be a professional person that works in corporate and just make a lot of money? Because being an entrepreneur is not always a goal. Some people prefer working for others, and people make money working for other people anyways. But just basically looking at the direction that you want your life to go. If it is that there are some personal development things that you want to do in your life, maybe be a little bit more softer, be more loving, be a little bit more in tune to yourself, as in to take care of yourself. Whatever it is, big or small, in regards to your life, I think that that's one of the things that you have to actually think about. Where do I want my life to go? What direction do I want to really take my life at this stage that I'm in right now? And you can also use your vision board as a way to change your direction that you want your life to go as well. So in speaking of direction and vision board, you can use your vision board to say, okay, I don't really want to do this because I realize that this direction of my life is not really where I want to be. And you can use your vision board to help you with that manifestation of the direction that you want your life to go. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I'm saying, before you actually do the actual visual representation of how you want your life to be, these are some of the things that you really need to sit down and think about. And I think they're very important things as well for you to ask yourself, what direction do I really want my life to go, The next thing that I'm going to recommend that you do before you decide to do a vision board is to really ask yourself the question, what is it that you want to change in your life? Basically, you want to ask yourself the things that are really making you unhappy, because those are the things that I feel will determine where do you want to take your life next. So for instance, for me, weight loss is something that, although I like a little bit of weight gain because I don't want to look like a 10-year-old, I also don't like the amount of weight sometimes that I do put on. And so that is something that I definitely wrote down. That is something that I definitely have on my vision board for 2023, because it's something that I need to be more cognizant of. It's something that I really want to work on in reference to just like better eating habits. I need to have better eating habits because I love food too much, and so, or I just need to do things in moderation, because when you would have identified the things that are making you unhappy and the things that you actually want to change, that is when you can sit down and say, okay, this is what I need to do to actually change them. So that's when the real work begins, because now you are gonna have to find ways to making that change in your life, whether that be, for me, going to the gym and eating healthier, buying healthier options, and not overeating if I don't need to, not being a greedy person, you know what I mean? So that is something that I think is very, very important even before you start putting down your pictures on your vision board. Next thing that I would recommend in regards to your vision board and things you need to do before you actually create that vision board is to ask yourself another question like, what would you do differently? So if it is, and this is in regards to if you have barriers in getting to the goals that you want to. So let's say you have had barriers in getting to the goals that you want to. Let's say you've had a vision board before and you had all of these plans, but then there were barriers. Things happen, life happens. That's how it is sometimes. So you will ask yourself, if I did not have these barriers, what would I do differently in my life? And I think when you start asking yourself these questions is again where you then find solutions to your problems, the things that are making you unhappy. And I think it goes hand in hand with the third thing that I recommended, because what you want to change, how you're going to change it, and then of course you're going to look at the fact that, okay, if I didn't have barriers in my life, how can I do things differently, and work towards that. I have no barriers in my life, this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm going to work towards. And these things can be, okay, if it is that people keep saying, I don't have any time to work out. But studies have shown that you only need 30 minutes. So what is the thing in your life that's not allowing you to go to the gym? I'm using the gym because I feel like that's just a new year, new me resolution type of thing, and I feel like it's just what's coming to my mind. Or we can speak about financial goals. So if it is that you're saying, okay, financially, I want to get to this particular point in my life, what is your barrier? Is it too much shopping? And then of course you are going to look at that and say, okay, what can I do to spend less? You know, so I think that that's a very important question to ask yourself. If I really didn't have these barriers or these things that happen that does not allow me to meet my goals, where would I be? And I think that that's a very important question to ask yourself, because sometimes we do have barriers in life, and barriers are caused by ourselves and things that we can work towards changing in our life. Because again, that's why I say it goes hand in hand with the whole changing. What can I change? What do I want to change? What are the things that are making me unhappy? Another thing that I'm going to recommend in regards to things you can do before actually creating your vision board is to ensure that you know what your next goals are going to be for your year. And I'm not gonna go too deep into this, because if you guys actually want to see how I went about creating my vision board, then I will definitely do that at some time during 2023. But that's one of the main things as well as you have to consider before you create a vision board. Just going out and creating a vision board because everyone else is going out and creating a vision board can be at a disadvantage to you if you haven't identified the 4 things that I said, or these 5 things that I'm saying. So in regards to you creating that vision board, you need to be very clear as to the goals that you have. Now, this could be financial goals, these can be relationship goals, these can be friendship goals, these could be educational goals, these can be personal goals. And one of the things when I say personal goals meaning maybe wanting to open that new business. These can be business goals, meaning you already have a business plan and this is where you want to be by the end of 2023. And so you have to ensure that you have reachable goals and goals that are actionable, goals that you can actually work on in your life. And that's why you have to create a vision board that is most suitable for you. And that's why you're gonna take these 5 steps that I'm recommending before actually creating the vision board. Because again, we are all creating a vision board because we want to manifest these things on our vision board into life. We want to manifest it into our lives. And like I said, you want to make sure and you want to be very careful when it comes to manifestation, because a lot of times people do not speak about the negative side of manifestation. You can manifest good and you can also manifest bad, and you want to ensure that when you do create when you do create your vision board is suitable for your lifestyle. It's gonna, the things that you're gonna work towards is gonna be achievable for your lifestyle and where you are at in your life. And for me, my vision board is broken down into 6 to 7 different types of goals. I have friendship, I have relationship goals, I have financial goals, I have business goals, I have friendship goals, I have educational goals on my vision board, and that's only 5. And I have other goals that I want to meet on my vision board. And on each broad topic, I have short term and where I want to see myself long term, because your short term goals really help you to get to your long term goals. And that is why when you're creating your vision board, you want to be intentional about what you're putting on your vision board. You want to be realistic as to you create this vision board. How am I gonna go after the things that I want on my vision board? And now that you have this clear picture of how you want your life to be, the things that you have on your goals, and you want to make sure that your goals are also clear when you're writing your goals down, I recommend you do it by yourself. Even if you have a vision board party with your friends, I think it's important to kind of sit within your own self and do these 5 things. I know some people say that a vision board doesn't even necessarily have to be a yearly thing. It could be, your vision board can include things that you want to get to 2 to 3 years down the line. But again, doing these 5 things will help you to see, okay, how am I gonna get there? Because yeah, we have all these pretty pictures on our vision board, but how are we actually gonna get there? That's where we come in as individuals, and we have to ensure that we put in the work to get there. And sometimes it takes a lot of sacrifice to get to the things that you actually want on your vision board. You have to be mentally prepared to go out and want to achieve those things. So that is basically it for me. These are the 5 things that I think you should consider and you should do before you actually go out and create a vision board. Again, I know we create a vision board because we want to manifest these things into our lives, but we also can't just create a vision board and let the vision board sit down there and think that, oh, we've created a vision board and this is what my life is going to be in the year. No, you actually have to work towards getting the things that you want on your vision board, and that can only be done by you. And so that's why I recommend doing these steps before actually going out and getting all the visuals. Like I said, the visuals are the nice part of it, but that's not the hard part of it. The hard part is really sitting down and asking yourself, where do I want my life to go? And you don't necessarily have to know exactly where, especially if you're a young person, but at least short-term goals, like maybe finishing college or finishing university. That could be something that's on your vision board and something that you want to complete. Maybe it's saving towards a trip, whatever it is that is big or small on your vision board. Or it could just be losing 5 pounds. Some of us, it's hard to lose 5 pounds. Or it could just be buying yourself one small bag from Zara. That's $50. You know what I mean? It could be small things, but again, we have to actually work towards the things that we want in life, and creating a vision board is a really good idea. I would definitely recommend you guys create it, and I definitely want to do a video on how I created my vision board on Canva. So if you guys want to see how I created my vision board and how easy it was for me to create my vision board, let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely do that video for you. And with that being said, this is where I'm gonna end this video. I really hope this video helped. I really wanted to put out a video that I think would be very beneficial to people, my viewers, in regards to that before process of a vision board. Because I know when I was doing my vision board, the first time I did a vision board, my vision board did not really have anything that I reflected on or thought about. It was just something that I was like, oh, these are cute pictures. This is what I want for my life. This is how I want my life to be. And I literally just left my vision board there. And I achieved maybe one small thing on that particular vision board, and I was like, you know what, this is not gonna work. This is not how it really works. I really need to do a deeper reflection and how I'm gonna go about, you know, creating this life that I've created on my vision board. And I felt like that would be helpful to my subscribers. So with that being said, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next upload, and have a good new year. I know it's the end of January, but we have February and we have every day to start new. And that's why I said, like, your new year resolution doesn't necessarily have to be January 1st of a year. It could be a new day that you've decided to say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change. Tomorrow is the day, or today is the day that I'm going to make some changes in my life, and you can do it. So yeah, so I'll talk to you guys in my next upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this with your family, friends, whoever, wherever, and I'll talk to you guys in my next upload. Bye.